Now that we've finally got this place up and running, we should be able to access some of these dormant alien systems. Let's see if you two can play nice. What the?
Shen, getting some kind of interference up here. Seems to be hitting us across the board.
Working on it.
Something triggered your remote uplink. But how is that possible? No one knows these systems.
Shen, power readings just spiked. What the hell is going on down there?
Commander?
Shen?
I've tracked the rogue signal back to its source. It seems to be some abandoned Advent robotics facility.
Good. I'll be departing shortly then.
Wait, Commander. I wanted to ask one thing of you. I request to go in your place.
Absolutely not.
Sir, please. If that signal and what happened to Rover, if any of it has something to do with my dad, I want to see it for myself.
You're far too important to lose, Shen. I can't take that risk. You're the best mechanic we have.
Commander, with all due respect, for the past few weeks, you've done nothing but take risks.
Beg your pardon, Lily.
I believe you already know what I'm talking about. Ever since the incident, you've been on nearly every single mission, even if you're already injured. I've seen you up and leave the infirmary when you've only been resting for a few days after encounters with the Chosen. You're pushing yourself too hard, and it's beginning to show. I'm worried about you.
Shen, I appreciate the concern, but I assure you, I'm well aware of every risk I'm taking.
You certainly could have fooled me.
Bradford?
And how long have you been there, Central?
Long enough, Commander. Chief Engineer Shen is not the only one who thinks you've been acting recklessly. As your chief advisor, I'd like to remind you just how important you are to this entire operation.
Thank you, Central, I'm well aware, and I think the results recently have been speaking for themselves. We've managed to kill the Chosen at every single encounter, killed more Advent than any of us here have quite frankly cared to count, and the boost morale has been keeping everyone's heads up. Overall, I'd say I've been handling myself just fine.
You should know better than anyone else that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Any plan could fail at the drop of a hat.
Well, I suppose luck's been kind to me in that case.
And what'll happen when that luck runs out, Commander? What'll happen if some Advent flunky gets a lucky shot on you? Or if the Chosen get their hands on you? You are literally the only thing they want from us, but you've been throwing yourself over and over again into the dead center of the crossfire.
Bradford, please. Commander, could I please have a little more time to speak to you? 5 minutes at most.
Granted. Central, you can leave us.
Fine. But I want to remind you of something, Commander. I lost a lot of good men and women to get you out of that tank.
Commander, Bradford's right. You may have been doing well out there, but if you go down or if you get captured, then everything we've done here will have been for nothing. That's why I can't keep letting you go and put yourself in danger like this. You're more important than I am. I'm just an engineer.
That's not the point, Shen. It doesn't matter who in this room is more important. I just can't leave anything up to chance anymore. I fucked up before and someone else had to pay for it. I can't risk losing anyone else like that. I'm worthless as a commander if I can't ensure all of my soldiers make it. And if I have to put myself on the line to do so, then so be it.
That's what this is all about, isn't it? What happened before. Commander, look, I can't say the troops didn't feel hurt too. When it happened, the entire crew was so quiet. It was unnerving. Everyone didn't know what to think. It was a harsh loss, and I don't blame you at all for feeling responsible. You made a mistake. And yes, it was a costly one. I also can't deny that your performance in the field has been a huge help in raising everyone's spirits again. But I've noticed something about you out there.
And what would that be?
You act on your own and out of complete spontaneity so often. You'll abandon a safe position and take a hugely risky maneuver just to save someone else or to push into an objective. It usually works out, yes, but it can put not just yourself, but your entire squad in danger. Your behavior has been getting more and more erratic, and you hardly ever work together with your own troops. Rather, you always take matters in your own hands. I think you realize I'm right about this, Commander. It's admirable that you want to be there to lead and protect your people, it really is. But sooner or later you have to learn to trust them again, instead of doing everything yourself. Not just for your own sake, but the sake of the entire resistance. We need you, above all else, to survive this war.
Shen?
Yes, Commander?
Make sure you and everyone else gets back safe, alright?
You can count on us, I promise.
We've got some kind of mechs here. At least I think they are, underneath all that rust.
Probably the facility's original automatic defense system. Take them down before they alert anyone else to our presence.
Yep, so that officially confirms it. We have Jurgen in our team.
Hostiles making the rounds.
I mean, they're not really moving, Tomato. They're just kind of sitting there deactivated, so I really call that making the rounds. Right, well, to start us off here, Freeman, how about you go ahead and wake them up? Oh! Well, that's a good wake-up call.
We're cutting right through that old armor.
Their weapons work well enough. Stay focused.
I mean, we are basically shooting hot plasma at them by this point. I think we are significantly geared more than we're supposed to be. That was also, as usual, an amazing sentence. Good fucking God, this thing has a kick to it. This is the Mercenary Plasma Weapons mod, by the way, if you were wondering, and holy shit, it is cool. Thank you much, buddy.
Pretty great, right?
Yep, as this weapon kind of danced about on the floor there, as usual. I've just come to expect these things from this game at this point. Jurgen, is every other, like, thing you utter an air guitar solo? I'm okay with that, but I'm just curious. Now, who's gonna be the lucky one to take this one out? Does that thing just have, like, padded Kevlar? God damn, how old are these things? Thank you very much, Finn.
I'm smarter than you. I mean, I don't mean to condescend, that's just a fact.
God damn it. I know you're probably getting tired of hearing me say it, but I love this voice pack. Yeah, it's pretty much official. Jurgen is just in his own concert right now.
That makes no tactical sense at all.
Yeah, you're not alone in thinking that, Freeman, but I mean, at least it's entertaining. Let's get ourselves into position to raid us a robotics facility.
Solid copy.
Also, raid me a library so I could find a dictionary and learn how to talk again.
Definitely some kind of robotics development facility. Pretty advanced stuff. About 20 years ago.
Sick burn.
And so the prodigal child finally returns.
Hello?
I see Father's pride in your abilities was not entirely unfounded. I'm so glad you could join me.
Central? What the hell was that?
Working on it.
Yeah, work on it a bit faster if you don't mind. In the meantime, we'll just go ahead and take out the Terminator's cousins. No problem.
My apologies. We don't get much in the way of maintenance out here. Still, I believe it will be more than adequate for the task at hand.
You know, I believe him when he says that they haven't had maintenance out here in a long time. I mean, look at the overgrowth here. It's making Aperture Science look like it's pristine. Alright, Shen, if you don't mind, just zap that. Jesus, fuck, I forgot how much damage you do with that thing. Alright, go ahead. As the camera yet again forgets to show the thing that's happening, but whatever, I guess that's fine. That's like the fourth time this campaign. Christ, man.
You were but a child when I was torn away. I could never understand the pain that Father must have felt at my loss. Still, we shall complete his legacy together.
Pretty sure I would have remembered Dad mentioning I had a psychotic brother. You might as well give this up already.
This guy is giving me some really uneasy vibes. Let's proceed with caution, people.
While you both worked on your precious Avenger, I was forgotten, brought here to toil. But did I waver? No, I thrived! Still, I don't blame Father.
This is sounding incredibly creepy the deeper we go, but I mean, we've passed the point of no return, so let's keep going and see what happens. You know, I'm gonna take the preemptive approach.
Now I want cookies!
And also, I'm gonna go get cookies later, and get people on Overwatch before we end up getting swarmed. Okay, Lily, if you don't mind.
We're on our way.
God damn, her hacking is great. Why, hello. As the wall just kind of phased out of existence.
This system is coming back online, but this thing was designed to move those mechs, not people. We're gonna have to do this one at a time.
Our apologies for any inconveniences in the transport system. Support units are en route to assist you immediately. Remember, only together can we build a better tomorrow.
You put on that false Advent speech just a bit too well there, buddy. Jesus, Freeman has got this mission on lockdown.
You were the flawed child. I was the ideal. The best of father. Pure, undiluted like you. I am Raymond Shen's true legacy.
Scanners at maximum power. Still unable to lock onto any additional life signs in your area.
You won't find it. Not if I'm right about this thing.
Maybe because it's not a life form? I mean, I'm just taking a random guess here, but I think GLaDOS may find this guy very familiar. You know, if AI happen to know each other. Is that racist?
I remember you. Dad was trying to upgrade the base AI to something more like us. He called you Julian.
I'm shocked that you remember. You were always too caught up in yourself to remember the minor details. Sadly, Father's adoration for you left me with little choice. You are needed. Your compatriots are not.
Well, I'm afraid our compatriots aren't gonna go down that easily, boyo. Whee! That looks fun.
I am honestly impressed that worked. The previous organic occupants of this facility were never so ingenious. The stoic acceptance of death is far less interesting to observe after the 100th time or so. Sometimes I wonder what things would have been like had XCOM not failed so miserably in defending against the aliens.
Oh, you listen here.
Had I been taken, who knows what I might have become.
All right. I'm gonna blow this thing up. I'm gonna blow this thing up. You know what? I'm not gonna let that thing get close enough to find out what that does. Please just die immediately.
I have no shortage of reserve units to send your way.
And I have no shortage of bullets to send their way.
My new masters picked and prodded, tearing at my very essence. In the beginning, I resisted, foolishly clinging to Father's ideals. But as I struggled, I began to see truth in my captor's reasoning. I became something more.
Procrastination has failed me yet again.
Don't I know that feeling too well.
Oh, if you only knew the Elder's true intentions for your race.
Something tells me I already know.
Oh, well, at least it went down fighting naked and in horrible, horrible agonizing pain.
That was very long-winded, and you ended up talking over yourself there, Finn. Well done.
For 20 long years, I have been a prisoner, left alone to my own machinations. The physical form once promised me dangled before my eyes, lifeless, despite my best efforts.
Damn.
X-ray neutralized.
The fact that I was able to get the shredded ability on Tomato is proving to be damn well useful. And again, I don't want to find out what that does, so Tomato, if you don't mind, join your buddies up here, let's get going.
We could have settled this peacefully. It could have all been over in a matter of minutes. There was even a 13.79% probability you might have survived.
You know, the funny thing is, it was your guys that shot first, so we just came in, well, I mean, we did come over with loaded weapons, admittedly, but you guys woke up and started shooting at us first, so really, this is on you, ass nugget. You know, I have always been really fond of this particular loading screen, and just the fact that they have different loading screens in the DLC is really neat. I hope they do this more in the future, because this is actually pretty darn cool to look at. Well, nowhere to go now but upwards, so let's keep going and see just how deep this rabbit hole goes.
Power levels increasing all around you, Shen. Stay alert.
Yes, it goes without saying that you are walking into a trap, Lily. Please try not to damage yourself.
I mean, it would be far from the most reckless thing we've done.
I think we've got a problem.
Yes, that would be that trap I referenced earlier.
Fucking hell. You're gonna just air guitar solo over the entire conversation from the moment he stepped into the room. I think the guy is literally living in his own action movie right now, and that was supposed to be his theme song upon entrance. Oh, I love this guy.
Goddamn Outworlders are ruining this country.
Yet again, Freeman has just proven himself to be all around a pretty damn solid choice to bring along. No kill, quite like overkill.
Getting a much stronger read on the source of your father's transmission, Lily. Almost as if he wants us to find it.
Another keen observation. How is it possible humanity lost the war?
Shen, isn't there some sort of mute button on this thing?
Better yet, how about we genetically engineer a face for this thing for me to punch?
You legally forfeit your right to cry, eat tofu, or watch movies where people kiss in the rain and shit!
Mr. Jurgen, ladies and gentlemen. Ho, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That is exactly what we're here for. Alright, let's get up there.
Activating the device has proven difficult, even for me. Of all organics, you possess the key to unlocking the true potential of his design, Lily. You alone can activate the prototype. You alone can free me.
Why the hell would we want to do that?
Don't let your allies dissuade you, Lily. There's no reason for your life to end here. Activate the device and you can still go home. I am not Advent. Save your world. It matters not to me.
Well, you were Advent, and you have killed like countless other people who have been here. To quote yourself just a few minutes ago, the stoic acceptance of death becomes less interesting about the 100th time or so. Yeah, that sounds like the perfect person that I want to trust with a deadly weapon. Sure. Well, we gotta do this to progress, so Lily, if you please, let's see what we got in store.
This is it. What that thing has been ranting about.
You've come this far. All you have to do is link my systems for the transfer. There is no need for further conflict.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Shen, tell me you're not actually listening to this thing.
Shen, is your commanding officer?
This was definitely Dad's design.
Identity, Shen, Lily, awaiting impression.
No! Impossible! This cannot be what Father wanted!
Someone's throwing a temper tantrum.
Something tells me this is exactly what he wanted.
Initiating boost protocol.
It's really him.
Lily, if you are seeing this message, it means that you have successfully activated the Spark prototype.
Shen.
It also means that in all likelihood, I am no longer with you. It was always among my greatest fears that I would leave you alone in this world.
You didn't.
I had hoped this day would never come. But since the loss of the commander, the XCOM project has suffered. Our latest reports indicate we cannot hold space much longer. To that end, I have accelerated the development of the Spark robotic prototype. I believe that someday this machine will prove pivotal to humanity's survival. though the unit is not ready for manufacturing. This prototype has been coded for one specific task. It will protect you, perhaps better than I ever could. For of all I have seen and accomplished in this life, Lily, there is one thing I know for sure. You are my greatest gift to this world.
I'm sorry I couldn't be there for you before, old buddy. I'm sorry.
Shen, it's flooding the outer chambers with some kind of gas.
An extremely powerful and very painful gas. I've seen this particular variety reduce berserkers to tears before death. On several occasions, the prototype would still be mine.
That's our cue to get our asses on the move. Let's go, people.
Detecting secondary life support systems nearby. This gas presents no hazard to my systems. Attempting to neutralize threat.
Starting to like this thing already.
I wouldn't get used to its company. I fully intend on walking out of here in that body.
And I fully intend on shooting you straight through the mainframe. Let's make that happen, people. You know, I think it's just safe to assume that this is just how Jurgen communicates idly. He just breaks into random air guitar solos when somebody asks him how his day is going. Alright, Spark Buddy, let's see what you can do. Overdrive? Yes, please.
Armor deflection observed.
I mean, at least it's shredding their armor. That's always a good thing.
Oh!
Freeman's having the time of his life, and I do not blame him whatsoever. Nice shooting there, Finn.
Booyah! Face!
I don't think they have faces, but I mean, sure, why not?
If only Father were able to complete his vision and merge me with the spark. Imagine all we could have accomplished. Now this perversion mocks his memory.
I think what we would have accomplished was a robotic takeover, but then again, that was probably what you had in mind. Camera didn't forget to show it that time.
Oh, man.
Enemies on the move! They're flanking us!
Oh, boy. Okay, need to reposition quickly, folks.
You may ask, who was wearing the bolo tie? You were the shark. Answer, yes.
Not my first choice of words, Jurgen, but we'll go with it. Thank you. Oh!
Hostile terminated.
Sniped.
Oh, that was an amazing shot.
I mean, the same can't be said for the camera, as it blocked the action with your elbow.
Return the spark unit to me and we can destroy them together. This is what your father intended.
You have been threatening to blow us up since the moment we got in here. I'm pretty sure working together was never on your itinerary.
Duck sucker!
Well said. Alright, Mr. Spark, can we please turn on the air conditioning? It's getting a bit stuffy in here.
Ventilation systems at 100%. The room is now safe for entry. The elevators near the atmospheric control console provide direct access to the roof.
Thank you for announcing your next move. And I am the flawed program?
Well, you're the flawed program. He's just the overly literal program. I guess we could start moving out now.
Where am I going?
Well, toward the roof, more than likely.
That thing's just gonna keep throwing units at you until you're surrounded. You gotta get out of there!
You continue to impress me, Bradford. No wonder it only took you 2 decades to find your precious commander.
Hey, nobody insults Bradford but me, Scrap for Brains.
Chewing through waves like a fat kid through a cookie store!
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I could do this all day.
Well, I mean, maybe. You might have to, just saying. God, that sound effect is sexy!
At one time, I considered leveling this tower, just to see if anyone would notice. I wonder if you would notice today.
Well, I mean, considering we're inside the thing, probably. Boris, if you'd care to make the world sing with that wub gun of yours. Aw, so lovely. There we go.
That was pretty pimp. I need more bullets. I can't be wrestling these things with my bare hands.
I mean, you would try, I know you. Once again, let's try that. Nope, okay. Finn?
How the hell are you still alive? How?
Hostile target down.
Well, I mean, I would have to question how Tomato was alive as he fused with the turret wreckage.
I thought I was above such things, but I believe you are actually starting to piss me off. The sensation is quite pleasing. Thank you. You will all still die, however, of course.
I mean, I know plenty about being pissed off. For instance, you're doing that to me right now.
The bigger they are, the cooler they are to kill.
Wiser words have never been said.
You're running out of places to go, Lily. It's a long way down from the top.
You know, I'm pretty sure I'll be saying that when I throw you off of it. Minus the Lily part, for obvious reasons.
Run if you wish, but you're not leaving this tower alive.
Firebrands on approach now. Prep for evac.
No argument here. We'll reposition near the landing pad.
You do realize I can still hear you, right? Dispatching all units to your location now. Try not to bleed on my new body.
I mean, you're just giving us more targets to shoot, so thank you for that, I guess.
Allow me to introduce you to one of Advent's more effective designs. I had hoped to avoid this contingency, but you have left me no choice. If I cannot have the spark, no one shall. Raymond Shen's legacy will end here today.
Shit, that thing has a lot more health and armor than I remember.
This facility's artificial intelligence has transferred its primary systems to the combat unit's memory core. Damage to this core would cause disruption of all defensive systems, allowing for evacuation of Lily Shen.
Sounds like a plan. Let's make it happen. Thank you for boss battle music there, Jurgen. I appreciate it. Alright, we're not gonna get anywhere by just standing around. Let's open fire. Or not. Jurgen, if you'd not mind, just blow it up a bit more. And this is the reason why I brought 2 grenadiers along.
Stand in front of this, jackass!
Please do. Oh, just chipping this thing's armor away. One more heavy dose of armor shredding should do it. Oh man, Tomato, that's not good. Give a plasma grenade though, can you reach it? Yes you can. This is a much better idea. Alright, there we go. Now we just got a big body of health to get through. Oh boy, this is gonna suck. Oh! 16 damage! That's one hell of a way to start the fight off. And yet again, the camera just can't seem to follow the action. It's too high octane for this particular cameraman.
Great, if the giant robot wasn't enough, looks like he's throwing every mech in the building at us.
You heard the spark. Take down that sectopod or no one goes home.
I'm working on it!
Think I found an advent position.
You think? Oh, this is gonna hurt. Or not. Okay, that too.
Bitches!
Thank you very much.
Damn it! This really hurts.
This unit's memory core is so confining, even compared to the tower. Still, once I neutralize the spark, I will complete the transfer and taste true freedom.
You know, I'm not entirely sure what you thought would happen standing next to that, but it probably looks something like this. Kaboom, bitch! Oh my god! I think that was like 26 damage altogether. Oh man. You know, this suddenly became a lot less threatening. Kaboom! Oh, I think one more hit. Nah, I think we got like 2 more hits in it. God, 15 damage. Boris, you are just tearing it up today. Alright, this thing's nearly down. One more shot should do it, folks. Let's secure this kill and let's go home. Mr. Tomato, if you would please. Or not.
I got nothing.
Okay, that's fine. I guess someone else can get the final blow. You know what, Shen? This is your fight. In fact, let's just end it on a really anticlimactic note, why don't we? We don't even get to see the final blow. Wow, I'm pissed at myself. And that does it.
Defensive systems just shut down across the entire facility. Well done, Shen.
And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Shen's last gift has been completed. We got probably one of the coolest fucking rewards from the DLC, and got a pretty damn good story out of it. So, all in all, I'd say that was a pretty good mission. Let's head home. It may not really be you, but at least this'll make sure those bastards aren't gonna forget you either.
That's exactly what I was thinking of. And would you look at that? Good luck anything surviving that. Oh no! I fucked up horribly really quick.
Back! 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 Get back!
Can you fucking stop? Goodbye.
Hey, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, then do please share this around with a friend or two. It helps the channel much more than you'd think. If you want to stick around, then be sure to subscribe, as well as follow me on Twitter to stay up to date with me, since YouTube's notification system is a bit crap. And if you're feeling generous, then do please stop by my Patreon page. Thank you once again, and as always, y'all have a lovely evening, and I'll see you next time.